Hello, I'm Plutoburns, and welcome to Eagleland. While here we will examine good manga, bad manga, and maybe even learn something about Japanese culture. And let's just shoot the elephant in the room right now. Japan's crazy attitude towards sex.
Yes, Japan has become notorious on the internet for their bizarre fetish porn and strange sex products. Whether it be through anime, manga, or real-life photos, Japan has become an internet punchline. So it may surprise you to learn that in some ways Japan is more puritanical about sex than we are.
Essentially, all those images are taken out of context. The average Japanese person no more approves of such fetishes than your grandmother would. So why do all these products exist then? Because the Japanese culture sees no contradiction in disapproving of a fetish and selling products geared towards said fetish. Their attitude is that as long as you're willing to pay for your weird tentacle porn, I will sell you weird tentacle porn. So long as you keep it to yourself. And I can respect that.
Which brings us to today's manga, Lolicon Saga. What is a lolicon, you ask? Well, it's a man who likes lolis. What's a loli? It's an underage girl.
And I'm not talking not 18 yet. I'm talking under 12, hasn't hit puberty yet, pedophile child.
Let's start with the setting. This takes place in Dojigiri City, a city of...
Wait till you hear this. It's absolutely hilarious. Are you ready?
A city of lolis! Yes, an entire city of women who are of age but look like 10-year-olds wearing fetish costumes. Oh, the pandering is thick in this manga. As for the plot, we are first introduced to our hero, Ringo, who is in the Dojimori Squad, a group of girls who wear shrine maiden outfits and hunt down bad lolis. Ringo apparently sucks at her job, thus earning her the nickname Useless Loli.
That was probably a much better zinger in the original Japanese.
So, anyway, plot. It essentially boils down to Loli, Mario, Bowser, and Peach, with demons trying to molest our Loli. Good God, that hair!
Now, I know that manga has a long and proud tradition of really stupid hair. But this?
My God, it's like she has two hair tornadoes attached to her head. This is absolutely ridiculous looking. Oh, and if you thought Princess Peach was annoying, Loli Peach is way worse. At least Peach had the decency to look threatened by Bowser. And she has her own Loli ninja bodyguard, Joy. So it turns out that Loli Mario is ridiculously strong and is hired as a second bodyguard for Loli Peach. This leads to some absolutely painful scenes between Ringo and the ninja girl as they essentially butt heads over who is the princess's favorite.
The first 3 chapters of this short series are rather reprehensible, featuring the formula of softcore loli porn and then attacks by demons who eventually develop tentacle tongues. But then it's like the author got bored with the concept they established. The last 3 chapters mix up the formula, though not significantly enough to save this from being horrible.
The 4th chapter starts out, same as usual, with a visit to Loli Princess's house. While exploring, they find a jar of magic candy that turns Ringo and Ninja Girl into the adult bodies they should have. It's only temporary, but the rest of the chapter is standard pandering and lame battles, with the only difference being 2 of the girls are bigger.
I'm not suggesting that going back to the lolis would be better, but wasn't that the whole reason this manga existed?
The last 2 chapters actually have a plot rather than a formula. It turns out Loli Princess is so bad at cooking that her lunchbox latches onto Ringo facehugger style and transports her soul into the past. I might actually find this funny if it was in a different manga. While in the past, Ringo bumps into past Loli Princess and Ninja. Present Princess and Ninja eat the tainted lunchboxes to chase Ringo, and we are introduced to an ancestor of Ringo who is a demon.
This manga went from 0 to way too much plot in the space of a jump cut.
So, we have a training montage, meet a demon who was killed by past princess's husband. I honestly lose track of the plot at this point. Through time travel shenanigans, we see all the women of the city morph into their fully grown state, which is funny only because we get to see all the creepy pervert men of the city in pain. There's more plot, everyone makes nice and returns to the present, and for incredibly dumb reasons, all the women are lolis again, and all the men are now shotas, the male counterpoint to lolis.
What a stupid joke ending for a horrible, horrible manga.
It's not just the subject matter. The manga isn't well drawn, with characters seeming to lack a bone structure. There isn't a plot for most of the manga, and when it does show up, it's incredibly rushed. If I ignore the subject and treat it as a pandering work for some other fetish, it still doesn't hold up. It's not really pornographic at any point, and halfway through gets bored and stops with the loli pandering altogether.
Lolicon Saga is written and drawn by Wamusatu Haru, who, upon further research, I discovered is a porn author, with this being his only non-porn work. And that's just fitting, isn't it? This manga really does feel like a porno with all the porn bits cut out. So you get all the paper-thin characters and stupid jokes, with none of the nudity to justify the existence of the manga. I don't normally get angry at manga. Bad manga usually just bores me, but this was the first in a very long time that got my blood up. Avoid this manga at all costs. I'm Plutoburns, and this has been Eagleland.